Hello everyone, how are you doing? So I know that you have your quiz today and I wanted to take this advantage and try to do a little video for you guys just to go over the quiz and maybe do some exercises and some examples of things that you may see in this quiz. So the first thing I want to say, although you have noticed, I am not using my iPad since I cannot take videos of what I do in my iPad. So I'm going to be using this Jamboard that I have here and my mouse. And so let's go and see it. Let's go see your quiz. So the first part that you have here, you have to solve each multi-step inequalities, and you have here 10 exercises about multi-step. You're gonna have to add, subtract, multiply, divide, and yes, you even have to have your exponents. So please check them out. I'm going to do an exercise in a little while about um, one that you will see in this part. I'm going to do two actually. In the second part, it says solve inequalities with variables on both sides. And what I recommend is that you put all your variables to one of the sides of the inequality and try to solve for that one. Remember that if you have to multiply or divide by a negative number, your inequality changes direction. So just be aware of that. And the third part, and I have to change this, is a little boo boo there. It's supposed to say third part, and it is a bonus part. And this is just choose the best answer. Um, Here you have a graph, and all you have to do is choose which of those is the best answer. For example, in the first one, you here see -5 and -3. So all of them you see that is -5 and -3. Now, all you have to see is that um, is the inequality um, taking that -5 into account, or if it's not, and from what is the range. So please be very, very careful with the signs. That is where the trick is in that one. And again, you have until November 10th to submit this quiz. This is the Google form that you will have to submit. And at the end of that Google form, you can upload this PDF, whether it is in PDF format or as picture, to that Google form. And if you're having troubles, you can always send it to my email. I really recommend this because you never know if you make a mistake on the Google form. Maybe you did it right on your PDF file. So please send it, okay? So you would just click this and it will take you straight to your Google form. Here you have all your information. This is quiz number 3. You will put your email, your name. You will choose your grade. Of course, you will be in the eighth grade here. Then you will choose next, and then you will see all the other parts. In the end one, in the last one, you will be able to upload your PDF or pictures. So let's try to do some examples here, okay? So for example, in the first part, it said that you're going to solve each multi-step inequalities. And I'm going to try to write one here. Let me see, please bear with me. It's not that easy here. So I'm going to write just one that you're not going to see in this quiz, but maybe something like it, you will see it. Yes, that is a parentheses just in case. I'm sorry. Um, -1, it says -2 plus -1 less or equal to -2 x minus 4. And I guess, and again, I'm sorry for my bad writing, but I do not have my iPad with me, or at least I do, but I cannot take video of it. So the first thing that you will have to do here is try to solve anything that you can on both sides of the inequality. In the first one, you will see, for example, here that you can add terms that are alike. You have -2 plus -1, and that is -3. Then I will put everything back the way it was. It's -2x minus 4. The next step that we're going to be trying to do again is to put in all terms are together in the same side. So I want to take that number -4 and take it to the other side. And the way I do that is by adding 4 on both sides. Remember, what I do on one side, I have to do it in the other one. Yes, that's a 4, sorry again. And as you know, -4 plus 4 is 0, so that's going to get canceled. That is 0. And -3 plus 4, that is 1. So we were ended up in the left side, we have 1. And in the right side, we have less or equal to -2x. And we haven't finished because my variable is not all by itself. So now that I have that multiplication there, all I have to do is divide by -2, right? So I can leave it all by itself. And what I do in one side, I have to do it in the other one. And I'm going to have to, I need some more space here, sorry. I'm going to try to see if I can get more space. Let me see if I can get more space. Sorry. Sorry, I cannot get more space. I really tried. But no, don't worry. We just use the space that I have on the other side here. So let's not worry. So again, this is going to cancel. And remember that because I divided by a negative number, my sign, my inequality sign is going to change. So on one side, I have 1 over -2. So that is -1/2. So I have a half, and that is negative. And the inequality sign changes because I divided by a negative number and equals x. Sorry, x. And that is all to it. That will be our answer. Negative a half, right? -1/2 bigger or equal to x. Questions with that one? Well, I don't know if you have any questions, but if you do, please send me any messages through WhatsApp, and maybe we can, I really can try to help you. So let's do another one. Let's go to another Jamboard here. Let's do one that is a little more different. Let's see if I can get here my pen. Let's say I have x plus 2 divided by 2 is bigger or equal than 4. So again, all I have to do is try to leave that x all by itself. And one way that I can do that is taking that 2 away. So if it's being divided, I have to multiply by 2. And when I do in one side, I have to do it in the other one. And that 2 is going to cancel, leaving all of that by itself. And in my left side, I'm going to be left with x plus 2. And because we multiply by a positive number, my inequality stays the same. And in the other side, I have 4 times 2, that's 8. Now, my x, my variable, is still not all by itself. I have to take that 2 away. So if it's being added to, I have to subtract 2, right? And what I do on one side, I have to do it in the other one. And positive 2 minus 2 is 0. So this gets canceled. And 8 minus 2 is 6. And I'm going to be left with x on the left side, bigger or equal than. And again, that stays the same because I did not multiply nor divide by a negative number. I only subtracted. And on the other side, on the right side, I have 6. And that is my answer. Now let's do one that has variables on both sides. I'm going to try to write this one down here. Let's see how it looks like. We have x less than or equal to 6x minus 20. Yes, that is a 20. So the first thing that I want to do is put it all my variables to one side and all my constants to the other one. So I'm going to try to take that 6x and put it to the other side. Let's see how it looks like. So if it's positive 6x, I am going to subtract 6x. And what I do on one side, I have to do it in the other one. And again, there are a few ways that you could have done this. You could have taken that x and throw it to the other side, but at least I prefer to do it this way. It's the same thing. So positive 6x minus 6x is 0. And then that will be canceled. And positive x minus 6x is negative 5x. So what am I left with? In my left side, I have negative 5x less or equal to. And again, my sign, my inequality stays the same because I did not multiply nor divide by a negative number. I only subtracted negative 20. That is what I'm left with, right? Now I want to take that negative 5 and throw it to the other side. So because it's being multiplied, I'm going to divide. And now I'm dividing by a negative number. So I have to remind myself that I have to change that inequality. Now I'm going to divide here by 5 too. Those 5s are going to get canceled. And I'm going to be left with x. The inequality changes direction because I had to divide by a negative number. And how much is 20 divided by 5? And again, it's a negative and a negative. So my answer is going to be a positive. And 20, negative 20 divided by negative 5 is positive 4. And that would be my answer. Now let's try to do something that we look that we maybe see on the sorry, in the bonus part. Let me see if I can change this. Um, I thought I had something to like write that it will be flat, but no. Let's do a line. Let's say I have a number line here. And we have our 0 in the middle. And I have negative 1 and positive 1. And let's say that my graph is something like this. I'm going to try to use another color. Something like this. This one is going to be closed. So it's gonna be all blacked out here. And let's say that um, this one is gonna go this way. I try to see if I can change. Okay, there we go. Let's say that this one goes this way and this one goes this way. So the question is, how would the equation be for that graph? Well, the first thing I can say that x can be something or something, right? So I can say that x is every number smaller than -1. So x is less than -1. And I'm not including 1, so it's not equal to 1 because my little bubble here, it is empty. So it means that I'm not including that number 1. Or x is bigger or equal than 1. This is every number that is bigger than 1, but is also including it. If you have any questions with this, just send me a text or maybe send me a voice through WhatsApp, okay? Let's do one more. Let's say that you have your number line again, and again is 0, -1, and +1. And let's say that this time we have this one is being um, selected and this one too. And let's say that, sorry, I'm going to take another color. How about yellow? I'm going to say that it's going to take everything that is in the middle of it. So let's say that I have something like that. Again, it's not going to look exactly like that because it's going to be a lot prettier in the quiz. But for sakes of an example, let's try to do this one. So I know that x is going to be everything that is between -1 and 1, including -1 and 1. So I can say that x, I'm going to put it in the middle because this is an and we have that is -1. So it's bigger or equal. I know that x is going to be bigger or equal, so that means at -1 is smaller than or equal to x. And x is also um, less than or equal to +1. And that will be my answer. Now, I hope this really helped you out with the quiz. If you have any other questions, if you need another example, please feel free to send me a message through WhatsApp or maybe a voicemail or anything like that. And you know you have until Tuesday, so maybe if you have too many things to do on Friday, maybe you can we can also chat on Monday, maybe do a Zoom chat on Monday. So please feel free and hope this really helps you. Good luck with the quiz. I know you can do this. We have done it a bunch of times. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this little tutorial and see you in our next class. Bye.